Hello, beautiful people. This is Freedom Fighter. Thank you for tuning into our channel, Goldilocks Global Banking News. Everybody knows that Goldilocks is the #1 source for the RVGCR. People from around the world tune in to see what Goldilocks is sharing on the RVGCR. Don't miss your chance and get your latest updates every day. So like, share, and subscribe to this channel to get your daily podcast from the Goldilocks articles on the RVGCR. Brought to you by Freedom Fighter. Hello, fine folks. This is Freedom Fighter, and welcome to Goldilocks Global Banking News. I am your host. Ladies and gentlemen, just today we have more members that gave updates and reports on successful meetings with bankers that will exchange their currency and also discussions about their projects they want to fund. The bankers are beginning to open up and have these discussions with our members after successfully establishing the relationships. You can click the link at the top of the description and join for free the Goldilocks QFS Dialogues room, where you will meet some of these members, and also you'll be able to have access to the information that Goldilocks is sharing, and also Wiley is sharing invaluable information regarding humanitarian projects and foundations that you will have access to for free if you want to truly be a humanitarian and utilize this blessing and wealth that you're about to come into in order to fund humanitarian projects. The bankers are now beginning to talk about these things with our members and actually planning the humanitarian projects as well with our members. Many of you may not be aware. I'm going to give you an example of how wealth can be your wealth can be utilized to fund your humanitarian projects. You've been given the idea to think that your humanitarian projects will come from your currency exchange. That's not necessarily accurate to that extent. Your humanitarian projects can be funded from the profit of your currency by way of your wealth manager in these banks, or even a private wealth management firm making profit from your currency. Therefore, it's not money coming out of your exchange to fund these projects, but the profit from it. Wealth managers are beginning to have those discussions, ladies and gentlemen, with our members. You have that opportunity. Goldilocks is sharing more information on humanitarian projects and foundations for a reason. It's up to you if you want to take advantage of it. Goldilocks is also sharing today about the settlement transactions, which are how the exchanges will be completed quickly at the banks. That being said, I just got off the phone with Goldilocks. We went over all of this. Let's jump right into it. Goldilocks is sharing that a foundation, meaning like a charitable foundation, is typically structured as a nonprofit organization or charitable trust with a board of directors or trustee overseeing its operations. There are key elements of a foundation. So think of it. You can be the head of your nonprofit organization or a family member, and there's a legal formation of it. A foundation is established as either a nonprofit organization or a trust. Folks, the actual bankers are now discussing and helping our members to form trust. And a trust for your exchange, ladies and gentlemen, can serve different purposes. It can be one for tax benefits, wink, wink, for your exchange. Also, tax benefits after your exchange, wink, wink. The bankers are having those discussions with our members. Also, a foundation can have a board of directors, which is a governing body responsible for making decisions about your foundation. It has a mission statement, a funding source, which can be from the profits of your exchange and not from your exchange, asset management, tax exempt status as well. Again, wink, wink, which is a 501c3 status from the IRS allowing tax exemption, private foundations, operating foundations, community foundations. All of these things are under the umbrella of a foundation that you can utilize to fund humanitarian projects from the profits of your exchange, not from your currency exchange. We're not going to get into depth with that, just planting a seed for you to understand the possibilities. A foundation is a nonprofit organization or charitable trust that provides grants or supports charitable causes. How they operate, private foundations, public charitable foundations. These are different things. If you truly want to understand this, if you truly want to be a humanitarian, there's an opportunity for you to learn this in the Goldilocks QFS Dialogues room as well. If you don't want to be a humanitarian, there's nothing wrong with that. This is free will and choice. What you choose to do with your currency exchange and your wealth, that's totally up to you. There is no moral compass on what you choose to do. This message is for those who truly just want to be a humanitarian. For those that don't, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it at all. You do what you so well please. Now let's talk about what Goldilocks is sharing on the settlement protocols or the settlements of our exchanges. Settlements, ladies and gentlemen, is the completion of the exchange, completion of a transaction. There are key foundings on the completion of settlement protocols that Goldilocks wants you to be aware of. And this is from the Securities Industry and Financial Markets Association, an actual global agency responsible for implementing the protocols behind the exchanges. And this network enables a common settlement. Think of a common exchange infrastructure that is 24/7, 365. And it offers a precise settlement capabilities, allowing financial institutions such as banks to optimize exchanges. The Securities Industry and Financial Markets is a trade association that represents the interest of securities industry in the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, currency is securities. They are financial instruments. This organization represents the promoting investor education on these settlements, research on exchanges, the coordination of exchanges throughout the United States and the globe. You must realize there must be a digital coordinated effort throughout the quantum financial system for exchanges. This particular organization that Goldilocks is sharing, the Securities Industry and Financial Markets, is responsible for tracking all of the exchanges within the new banking system. It's responsible for tracking the trading of foreign currency throughout the world as well. That is Forex. And they are responsible for overseeing and coordinating exchanges and settlements between the United States, London, and the world. London, folks, in the UK, is the hub of all financial industries throughout the world. What Goldilocks wants you to understand about this particular agency and the new settlement regulated, which means laws, this clears the way for a digital infrastructure inside a quantum financial system, allowing us to move money, allowing the banks to move money back and forth between country to country on what's called a shared ledger technology. There are different technologies, different protocols that all banks, all central banks, just like the Central Bank of Iraq, just like Vietnam's central bank, and all central banks for all currencies, they must have protocols, new digital protocols in place based on the infrastructure, the digital infrastructure, in order for the exchanges to not only occur, but for all currencies backed with precious metals such as gold and others to be able to move and operate securely in the new quantum financial system. There are various protocols, various regulations, not just one, not just two. There are many that collectively think of like a big spider web, a digital spider web throughout the banking system. Just like the payment networks, the payment systems for Ripple, such as XRP and others, that will move the dinar, the dong, the US dollar, and other currencies throughout the global banking system. You must realize that there are many things happening behind the scenes collectively that work in order to develop the quantum financial system in preparation for the exchanges. If you get caught up with just looking for a date and a rate, you will miss the process that's actually occurring right before your eyes. However, many of the members in the Goldilocks QFS Dialogues room are able to witness firsthand from the banks how the process is developing because they're able to communicate with the bankers, plan humanitarian projects, plan their currency exchanges, and plan their generational wealth. Many members in our room are doing it now. So these developments that we spoke of today and Goldilocks is sharing is a part of it. If you would like to understand how the process is working and also how you can be just like our members and begin planning your projects and begin planning your generational wealth for free without any charge. Not only no charge from us, but no charge from the bankers who will help you. Click the link at the top of the description and join us. We welcome you with open arms. Be well, be kind, always, always, always share unconditional love.
Hello, beautiful people. This is Freedom Fighter. Thank you for tuning into our channel, Goldilocks Global Banking News. Everybody knows that Goldilocks is the #1 source for the RVGCR. People from around the world tune in to see what Goldilocks is sharing on the RVGCR. Don't miss your chance and get your latest updates every day. So like, share, and subscribe to this channel to get your daily podcast from the Goldilocks articles on the RVGCR. Brought to you by Freedom Fighter.